Hey y'all, it's G. In this video, I'll show you how I set up my monthly spread in October 2019. I don't use monthly spreads that much because I'm more of a weekly planner, and you can see I just have a few entries and some deco here. That's always made me feel a little bit bad because I hate to have a spread go to waste. So I decided to try a currently what I'm into section with October's monthly spread. I saw these stamps from Studio Calico and I thought they would be perfect to use for a DIY currently section. And this set was featured in their June 2019 subscription, but you can also buy the set as a one-off like I did. Studio Calico mails an idea booklet with these large sets so you can see examples of use, and I love how they do that. You can see these stamps are perfect for scrapbooking, documenting, planning, or even a traveler's notebook. So let's get to the setup. The first thing I did was erase what I'd already written into the month, which thankfully wasn't that much. This is why I love using the friction pen. It's very easy to erase something that you've already written down. Next, I printed out images of all the things I was into in October, and one of them was binge watching Jane the Virgin, which just came onto Netflix. I had never watched an episode before, and it was a nice surprise to find something I really liked. I had a great time getting to know Jane and her family. I also listened to Lizzo a lot. She really blew up in October 2019. And I also found time in my schedule to scrapbook, so I made sure to get images of both those activities as well. I also wanted to document Halloween with a sticker, and as you can see, I added a birthday sticker to document a family birthday off camera. Then I trimmed all the images to size so they were ready to place. My next step was to figure out which rectangular stamp to use, and I chose these Fiskars blocks for stamping. I'd forgotten I had them. I really like them because they're easier to grip and press. I then primed the stamp with an eraser since it was brand new, and then did some ink tests to see which color I liked best. I started out with the chalk ink, but it was super juicy and very dark, so I wasn't a big fan. And after making a few impressions, I remembered you can actually stamp with Tombow brush markers. So I gave that a try to see how it worked, and I liked it, decided to go for it, and stamped an area for breaking news. By the way, I get really fanatical about cleaning my stamps, so I use this spray cleaner and brush surface from Amazon. I like them both a lot, and I'll leave a link if you're interested below. Then I decided to put Jane at the top since she was eating up most of my free time, and I swapped out the Tombow marker with archival ink since I was going to be stamping on the photo and I didn't want any ink smearing or fading off. And once I got the rectangle down, I added a Heidi Swapp heart stamp, which didn't work because my chalk ink was too old, then added the sentiment, and finally added an icon of a television. Then I went ahead and put down the exclamation points for my breaking news section. And next I planned where to put Lizzo's photo, placed it down, and added her rectangle, sentiment, and icon. On the top right-hand page, I placed the scrapbooking image from my traveler's notebook project. I was so happy I finally found an album and size that I liked for documenting trips, so that's going to be a lot of fun to work on. And because I really wanted to use that heart stamp, I decided to put it down here too, and it finally works. I captured a screen grab to document using Duolingo to learn Spanish, but I decided it wasn't interesting enough on its own, so I printed and fussy cut out the Duolingo owl, and I put those two together. And I think that turns out much better, and I stamp the rectangle above him and add the sentiment. So now I get to letter in the details of the month's events, and I'm definitely Team Michael, and yes, I still say that even though I've finished the entire series. And then I felt like the layout still needed some added elements. It looked a little bit empty to me. So I added some icons of a book and also the sentiment right now to reinforce the idea of this being a monthly page. So that's how I put together October's monthly page, and I'm happy with the way it turned out. I hope this gives you some ideas if you're not sure what to do with your monthly spreads. And let me know how you use your monthly spreads in the comments. I'd love to get more ideas. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great week. Bye!